So you clicked on this video because you've been experiencing all the signs that you need to go on a self-love journey. If you missed my last video, I'm gonna link it down in my bio below or somewhere on the screen, but basically I did 14 reasons or 14 signs that you need to go on a self-love journey. And baby girl or baby boy, it's time. It's time to start loving on yourself, and I'm here to help you get down to the nitty-gritty of what you need to do in order to really embark on this self-love journey. Like literally, I'm doing this for y'all, but I'm also doing this for me. Like I'm going on this self-love journey. I'm already on this self-love journey, and I encourage everybody to do the same, especially if you really have seen those signs. And what they be saying, the best time is always now. Not tomorrow, not the next day, and we not dwelling in the past, okay? The best time is now. My name is Janaea, aka Nate Slayer, whatever you want to call me, and I'm on the road to being the ultimate Janaea, being my best self. And I'm here to help people be their best selves too. I want y'all to be the ultimate versions of you. I want you to be able to love yourself so that you can understand how other people should be treating you as well, how other people should love you. So if you're into videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you get something from this video, like, share, comment, you know, join the Risky Gang, join the Risky Crew, because that is what we're doing. All right, so let's get into the video. Step number 1. Y'all, I talk about this in pretty much every single video I do, but journaling and self-reflecting. I don't think people understand how important it is to self-reflect on the thoughts that you're having and just getting everything out onto paper, how you're feeling. Like it really helps you be able to see the patterns that you've been encountering that you really need to break. And it helps you understand like, damn, like I've been thinking that I love myself in this way, or I've been thinking that I've been having boundaries and not allowing people to get into my space in a certain way. But in actuality, when you sit down and write it on paper and you talk about how you're feeling, you're realizing like, damn, this shit ain't been going the way that it's supposed to go. So journaling, self-reflecting is very important. I would definitely put that in my morning routine when I'm in my real self-love bag. I do it at night as well. I also use this as a time to practice gratitude. When I journal, I like to say what I'm grateful for in the moment. A lot of times I like to do what I'm grateful for within the last 24 hours because I think it's important for us to stay grateful for in the present moment, like what just happened, not just, oh, I'm grateful for, I don't know, like, oh, like I'm grateful for my job. Yes, you're grateful for your job, but like, I like to get more specific. Like, yes, I'm grateful for that meal that my job gave me today. It was really good. It was really nutritious. Things like that. I also like to put into my gratitude journal things like things that I have not yet experienced that I want to experience. It's kind of like manifesting for me. So I'll be like, I'm so grateful that I have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. That was actually my gratitude journal for today because I'm speaking it into existence, and that's something that I am grateful for because I know that I am already there. It's just, you know, me getting to that reality of it, if that makes sense. Journaling also really helps with combating any negative self-talk that you've been experiencing. In my last video, I talk about people using themselves as the butt of any freaking joke, and that shit is not funny. It's not funny, it's not laughable, and sometimes when you journal you can kind of get those thoughts out because honestly a lot of those thoughts are in our subconscious and they come up when we start journaling and when we start putting down how we feel. So definitely do that to combat your negative self-talk as well. And lastly, journaling really helps you to really focus on the things that are adding joy to your life. Like obviously there are bad things that happen in your life, it's life, but when you're journaling you're able to really focus on the things that are bringing joy, excitement, happiness into your life instead of focusing on the things that may be causing you stress. And you know, life is all about what you focus on. What you focus on grows. So I'm choosing to focus on the great amazing things that I'm grateful for, not the things that are just like causing me havoc, you know. We're not doing that. Oh, that's so normal. Anyways, yeah, we're not doing that. Step number 2, set boundaries. Set boundaries. We talk about this all the time on this channel, but we are setting boundaries in 2024, okay? Your default answer should always be no. And honestly, people might not agree with that, but for me, my default answer has to be no because I have to go to the extreme. Like I grew up as a people pleaser. I'm really trying to get up out of that. So it's like, I have to say no. I have to say no. I have to say no, even if it's something that I really want to do. And I can always go back and say yes, maybe after I sit down and think about it. But I have always just been a person that says yes to everything. And somebody can say that that's a good thing in certain ways, but honestly, it's not when you're spreading yourself too thin and you're always saying yes to things that are not beneficial to you, but really beneficial to the person that's asking you for it all the time. So, not saying that you can't ever say yes to things. I just would mentally in my head, the first answer is no. No. And then you think about it a little bit, you assess the pros and cons or whatever you want to call it, and then you can come back and say, yeah. Most people honestly would appreciate it more if a person saying no first and then saying yes afterwards, as opposed to somebody saying yes and then coming back and saying no. It's like getting somebody's hopes up and then crushing it is way worse than somebody not expecting much from you, not expecting you to show up, and then you all of a sudden are like, yes, I can do it. Even though I'm just putting it into people-pleasing terms, because like even I have to look at it like that, because even though I'm getting out of my people-pleasing ways, I still have inherently inside of me like, ooh, like, will I want to, so that's a good way to even think about it during your transition of trying to set boundaries. You really have to identify the people, activities, all of that are causing you to just drain your energy. Like, you may have to cut off family, you may have to cut off friends, and I'm not saying that has to be forever, but for the time being, that's something that you may really, really, really have to do, because right now is important. Right now, if you're not good, then nobody else around you is going to be good. And I say that all the time, but sometimes as people, we think that us spreading ourselves thin and being there for other people and making sure that everyone else is good is how that we make sure everyone is good. But no, the best way to make sure everyone is good is to make sure you're good. And if that means that you got to cut off your best friend, if that means that you got to stop talking to your mom for a little bit, or just not as often, then baby girl, it will work out in the long run and it will make sense in the long run. And I think you should absolutely do that. Also, you have to set aside time to do things that really fill yourself up. Do activities that you want to do. Do things that don't necessarily make you feel depleted after you do it. I know for me, I went on a hike last weekend. I used to think that hiking was not my thing. I am not a nature girly, but when I really got out there and I did it, I realized damn, I actually like this. This is something that I want to do. This is something that fills me up. This is something that is way better than going to happy hour and going to the clubs on the weekends. That's just me. That's me, and that's what fills me up. So I'm going to keep incorporating activities like that in my life that fill me up rather than depleting me. You also have to just start building a community of people around you that uplift you and just make it easier for you to set boundaries. Having people around you that are always testing your boundaries, no. Having people around you that are just toxic, no. And toxicity, I didn't even realize. To me, toxicity was kind of fun. I used to think, ooh, red flags looking real green today. No. Because at the end of the day, if you eat something, even with food, and I'm a real health nut, so we're going to get into that on this channel as well. But even with food, it might feel in the moment that these chicken tenders from Popeyes are really, really good for you. They taste good. They're in the short term, the dopamine is hitting you, but in the long run, that shit is awful. That shit is toxic. That shit is not good for you. It's the same thing with toxic people. In the moment, it might seem fun. In the moment, it might seem this is what my body wants. This is what I want to do. But in the long run, babe, that is so detrimental to the person that you are trying to become, the person that you want to be. You will become the people that you spend your most time around. So toxicity breeds more toxicity. Do you want to be a toxic person? I didn't think so. Okay, let's move on to step 3. Step 3, prioritize self-care. And self-care, y'all, can mean so many different things. Me, for instance, I used to always be waiting, saving good outfits all the time. Mind you, I go into the world every day. I go to work, I go to the gym, I might see a friend, I go grocery shopping. And I always just would put on for lack of a better term, bummy clothes to do certain things. I never wore makeup, and granted, I don't really need makeup. I got a little on right now, but I don't really need it. But at the end of the day, it's not just about what you need, it's about the energy that you're trying to cultivate. If it makes you feel good to put on that damn dress, put on the damn dress. I literally had to tell myself that yesterday before I went to work. I was literally reaching for my sweats. Mind you, I work in a fashion office. I am a fashion assistant. I should be Devil Wears Prada in this hoe. But because I've just gotten so comfortable, I reached for my sweats and I was It cute sweats, but I reached for those and I was like, girl, you in LA, you work in a fashion office, you have all of these cute clothes, put on the damn dress. Put on the damn dress. Like, and that's you loving yourself. It's you showing yourself like, wow, like you're dressing your avatar every day. Like, I look really good today. And I love looking in the mirror and like feeling like that. And I love walking down the street and just feeling like that. That is a version of loving you. Like, I love putting on makeup. Even though I wear minimal makeup, I love putting it on. I love making sure that my face is gleaming, shining. I love putting on my little lip gloss. I love getting my hair done. Like, I'm also a natural hair girly, so I do my own natural hair. And sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to do my hair. I want to get it done. I want to be a different girl today. I want to be a different girl for the week. I want to be a different girl for the month. Like, it is okay. Prioritize that in your life. Like, I know that there are certain things that may be a little bit expensive. Like, being a bad bitch is expensive. But I think I saw in Jazz Turner's video, which like really resonated with me. You gotta pick the thing that uplifts you the most, that really feeds into you the most. If it's getting your nails done, then put money into getting your nails done and never slip. If it's getting your hair done, then put money into getting your hair done and never slip. Like, choose the thing that uplifts you the most. But at the end of the day, like I said, put on the damn dress. Put on the damn dress. What are you saving it for? What are you saving it for? Every day is a day for you to show up, show out, be your best self, and just love yourself. Like, come on, be your best self. Make sure also with self-love that we are getting enough sleep, we are exercising. Like, you really have to pour into yourself. Move your body. Do the things that you know are gonna be beneficial for you. Like, I know working out can be hard for people. Just go on a walk. Move your body. Do what you know that you need to do. Like, it's time, y'all. It's time. It doesn't take much. We live in a society where we're so like inside. We're so like on our computers. We're so in our thoughts. Like, get out. Go for a walk. Listen to a podcast. Like, join a fitness class. Like, move your body. I'm telling you, y'all, when you do it, you feel so much better than if you just sat there and thought about doing it. On top of that, like, you go to the physical gym, you also need to go to the mental gym. Meditation, prayer, time with God, universe, whatever you want to call it. All of those things feed your soul. All of those things make you feel like a better person. It makes you feel like you're growing, because you are. And just like in my last step, do some things that you actually like to do. Do hobbies that you like to do. Start inviting friends to things that you genuinely like to do, not things that you feel like they will be interested in, not just doing things that they invite you to do. Like, if your friends are always inviting you to go to happy hour, if they're always inviting you to the club and you feel obligated to have to go, well, baby, you be the person that makes the plans. If you want to cultivate and like have these relationships still last in your life, it'll also be able to help you realize who's really your friend and who just wanted you to be a tag along. But yeah, start planning the hikes. Start planning the beach days where you're writing down your manifestation. Start planning to go to Bible study and inviting friends. Invite people to the things that you genuinely like to do. And then you'll see, like, this is my circle, or maybe I should start really reconsidering. Step 4, positive affirmations. Y'all, I am a affirmations girly. Every morning I'm telling myself that I'm beautiful. I'm telling myself that I'm a star. I'm telling myself that I am the best version of myself every single day, because at the end of the day, you're always gonna have you. You're only gonna have you. You might have other people around you and whatnot, but like, if you don't feed into yourself, who is? You can't be looking for outside validation from people, somebody to tell you that you're pretty, someone to tell you that you're the most successful person, or you have all of this potential. No, you tell yourself that. If you know that that's who you are, if you know that that's the lane that God has prepared for you, then you have to start speaking that. Power of the tongue. You have to start meditating on those options. Like, you need to start really cultivating that by just speaking it. Like, I am beautiful. Like, I am courageous. I am wealthy. I am healthy. Like, words really matter. Affirmations really work, and it really embeds into your subconscious mind the bad bitch that you actually are, not who the fuck you think or you've been acting like these past couple of months when you haven't been loving yourself. If you have it in your head, if you have a thought, if it's been put on your mind who you can be, what you can be, then that is exactly who you are. If you think it, you can do it. If you think it, it's possible. If you think it, it's there. So use the affirmations to really step foot into your purpose. Use the affirmations to really become the bad bitch that you are. Okay? Step 5, personal growth. I know people really hate hustle culture right now. I feel like at one point that was what, you know, everybody was on, but like especially with girls, like girls are in their like feminine soft girl era. But I feel like a part of self-love is like understanding that as humans, that we're always going to have goals. Like we always have things that we are looking to achieve or things that we want to accomplish in life. And I feel like it's really important to be able to identify those things. Like get your goals out on a sheet of paper, make that vision board if you want to, make it cute. Like you can even make a digital one. Like I've made one on Canva and I printed it out. It's literally on my background and it's on my wall right now. And it just helps remind me every day, whether that's my 6-month vision board, my year vision board, daily, weekly, whatever it is that you feel like you need or want to do, you have to set in stone how you're going to accomplish that. Be like, okay, like I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be able to help people through my words. I want to be able to share my journey that I'm going through with other people. And if that's what you really want to do, write it down, set the intentions, and then map out the steps that you will do to get there. That's a very healthy way to go about it. You don't even really have to ponder on it too much. Like you don't have to really like make it such like a thing, but having those goals, like if somebody were to ask you like, what are you focusing on? Like you should be able to say that. Don't say, And if something that you're focusing on is your mental health or your self-help, that is something as well that you could be speaking on or you could really be working on. But just have some sort of goal, have some sort of thing that you're striving for in life, like something that you want. It makes life a little bit more worthwhile. Also, I think it's really important to be able to have things that don't necessarily make you money that you are partaking in. Like for instance, I have a crochet business. Before I started making money off of crochet, it was really one of my passions. It was a creative outlet. Now I have, looked to other things like hiking. Hiking is my big thing right now, but hiking, I don't get paid to hike. But I love doing it. And I like just having things that I can express myself in, or even YouTube. Like I don't get paid to do YouTube yet. Like this is a passion project. And eventually it will probably pay me. It probably will pay me very well. But right now, this is my passion thing that I do. Just how we used to be with making crochet clothes. Now I do still do this on the side, making passion projects with crochet on the side, because like I said, it's just important to fill me up with things that don't necessarily make money. Because when you put money onto something, then it's pressure, and sometimes it just doesn't become as fun anymore, depending on how you want to look at it. So it's very important for your personal growth to just have some goals, things that will make you money, things that don't make you money, and things that just will fill you up. Step 6, celebrate the little things. I say this all the time. I feel like in our society, we love to highlight the things, the big wins, I just got a new job, or I just graduated from law school, or I just had a baby. But what about that video on TikTok that just hit 1,000 views and you've been trying to get 1,000 views on a video for so long? Or what about you if you were smoking heavily and you didn't smoke for a week? You have got to have some sort of reward system for you for the little things, because when you reach little goals, a bunch of little goals piled on top of each other are what? Big goals, big accomplishments. And that just feeds your soul, and it makes you want to keep doing things that just make you a better person, or doing things that little accomplishments that are just gonna make you love yourself more, because you believe in yourself and you trust what you say you're gonna do. And instead of looking at the bigger picture, the big from step 1 to step 8, let's look from step 1 to step 2. If step 1 was just me not smoking for 6 days and I accomplished that, then I should have a little reward system in place for when I hit that 6th day. What are you gonna do? If that's, I'm gonna take myself to my favorite restaurant, I'm gonna cook myself my favorite meal, I don't know. You have to have a little reward system. And I wanna make a video on celebrating small wins and little reward systems, because that's something that I really do. I do not play about making myself feel good about the small things that I accomplish in life, because everybody's not going to celebrate those small things with you, but you have to celebrate those small things with you, because you know how important it is. Only you know how important it is for you to not have smoked for 6 days. Only you really know how important it is for you to have woken up at 5 a.m. every day for a week. What are you going to do? Go get ice cream? Are you going to watch your favorite movie? Are you going to plan a little movie night with yourself? Just things that are just amazingly gonna like fill you up. Like, I don't know, I really, really love this aspect of the self-love and self-growth journey, because like I said, it's all about the little things. We piling things up on top of each other, and eventually it's a win. A win is a win. Step 7, community. Okay, I know I keep saying that you only really have yourself at the end of the day, but we are not meant to be alone. We know that as humans, we're not meant to be alone. We are meant to be in community. We thrive in community. And I think it's easier when you are around a bunch of like-minded people that are thinking and doing and trying to achieve some of the same things, that you are easily influenced and easily able to do the same things that they're doing. So find yourself that community. Maybe it's the Risk Taker community here on YouTube with us. But find yourself that community of people that are striving for self-love, people that aren't looking to be in the club every weekend, people that aren't looking to indulge in their vices all the time, people that are really fighting to be their best selves, people that are really trying to have a good relationship with themselves, people that are really trying to have a good relationship with God, universe, whatever you want to call it. But literally, having that community is so important. Those people can pick you up when you fall. Those people can remind you just how amazing you are as a person. Those people can remind you how far you've actually come. Like, you have to keep that around you. And sometimes it's really hard to build community or hard to find community, but honestly, like, putting yourself out there on different platforms like YouTube, Instagram, or going on Bumble BFF, or just, you will find your friends in like a lot of uncanny or unlikely spaces. Like, you don't have to just make friends just from having gone to college with them, or having grew up in the neighborhood with them, or just having worked with these people. There is so many people out there. Your people exist. Your people that you feel you want to surround yourself exist. And I've even just found, like I said, creating this content and putting myself out there, I feel like I'm slowly but surely finding my people. The people that really care about themselves, the people that want to eat healthy, the people that want to be them best self, the girls that want to be a bad bitch, the girl, like, I'm finding those people. And it's just it's so mind-blowing that something that I was so scared to do, like being on YouTube and really like putting my message out there and putting my message that I'm telling myself every day out there, would help me find my community. And I encourage everyone to do the same. Step 8, be engaged in the present moment. I know this kind of goes hand in hand with the step where I talked about meditation, but like, the only thing that really matters is right now. And when you start really focusing and honing in on that, like, life just becomes so much more beautiful. You're able to like see what you really need in the present moment and not think about what you need tomorrow or in the future. Like, and honestly, thinking so ahead like really can stress you out, and it's just not what you're trying to do. It's not the vibes, it's not the energy. Like, if you know for a fact that in this present moment that you don't feel fulfilled spiritually, then what do you do right now? You will go get that Bible and you will go read your Bible verse. Or if you're feeling not pretty in this present moment, what will you do? Do something that makes you feel pretty. Like, go brush your hair, go put some makeup on. Like, the present moment is the only thing that matters right now. And when you focus on that, you're able to really, really, really appreciate the things that you have right now. And you also are able to identify the things that you lack right now, and how you can do something right now to fix the things that are not right now. Like, it's easier said than done, but being very mindful of that has really, really helped me understand that life actually isn't moving as fast as you think it is. Slow it down by being in the present. Slow it down by loving yourself in the now. Step 9, creative expression. Creative expression. What is something that you love to do creatively? And a lot of people don't really know, but you know how you figure it out? You try different things. You try. And like, this goes hand in hand with how you want other people to treat you as well, because how will somebody know? How will you know if you like somebody if you don't even know if you like yourself? If you don't even know if you enjoy being in your own company? You have to try. You have to try different things that you like to do, or things that you could possibly like, so you can even know what to tell somebody or what to give somebody as a blueprint to make you happy. Creative expression is so important. Like, I am a creative at heart. Like I said, I have a crochet business. I express myself creatively through that. I express myself creatively through YouTube. I express myself creatively through other content avenues. Like, I express myself creatively, and it helps me understand that this world is not just so like yes, money makes the world go round, but it just makes you realize how beautiful it is to just like put something out there and see like how it's received. Like, creative expression is also a currency. Like, you express yourself creatively, like you sing, like you dance, and like that energy is transferred to other people, and people really feel you, and like it feels good to really like connect and be felt by another person. Just like in the last post, community is really, really important. Creative expression can really help you garner that community. Last but not least, step 10, fear. Baby, do things that scare you. Identify things that frighten you and do it, because what they always say and what I always say is the life that you really want is on the opposite side of fear. Like, anything that I've been scared to do has either taught me a lesson that I really needed to get to the next part of my life, or like it just really, really worked out for me in a way that I could not have ever imagined. And it made me realize, like, damn, like sometimes something that you're scared about is like God's way of nudging you to be like, you need to address that. You need to address that. Like, I'm putting you through these things, or I'm giving you these spirits so that you can understand that I am trying to make you fulfill the things that you want to do. God knows the matters of your heart. God knows that you want to build a community. God knows that you want to make more money, but like you're scared to put yourself out there with like your art, or you're scared to put yourself out there with your voice because you are just nervous or you don't believe in yourself at the moment. But do it scared. Do it scared, baby. I'm scared right now. I'm scared right now. But guess what? I'm doing it. And I don't know, like, I celebrate little small wins every day. Like, my last video got 1,000 views, and I'm just like, that's amazing. That's amazing. It might not seem like a lot to a big, huge YouTuber, but baby, I am a big, huge YouTuber, and that 1K views looks like 100K views if you ask me, okay? So yes, like, do something that scares you. That is your challenge for the day. Do something that scares you. I do this thing called fear setting. I have an old video about it on my channel. I definitely think I'm going to redo a video talking about it. Write down the things that scare you the most, that you feel the most like turmoil about, and write out what is the best case scenario and what is the worst case scenario. A lot of times the best case scenario for sure outweighs the worst case scenario. Like, if the best case scenario of you posting on YouTube is you building a community, getting monetized, being financially free, having location freedom, and the worst case scenario is nobody watching your videos, people judging you. Like, did you die? Did you die? I think the best case scenario is way more of a motivator for you to go ahead and start doing the thing that you really, really want to do. I don't know. Okay, so this brings us to the last part of the video. Here are some tips for how you can really sustain your self-love, self-help journey. So being consistent, first and foremost, is easier said than done. There's a video that I watch on YouTube and a book called Atomic Habits that talks about this thing called habit stacking. In order to really, really incorporate some of these things into your life, like, the easiest way to do it is to already pair it with things that you're already doing. If you want to make sure that you are flossing your teeth every day, then you should habit stack it with brushing your teeth. That's actually very easy and very simple. Like, you brush your teeth. I know every time I brush my teeth, I floss. Period. Or I know that every time that I get on my phone, I make sure that I record a YouTube video. Every time I get on my phone, I make sure that I post something on my story. Or every time I get on the phone with somebody, I make sure that I tell them that I love them. You habit stack with things that you are trying to accomplish, or things that you're just trying to incorporate into your daily life. Or I know that every time before I go to bed, my journal is sitting right there. As soon as I lift the covers up, I grab my book and I write down what I'm grateful for. I write down what's grateful for that has happened in the last 24 hours. Like, it seems really simple, and it is that simple. So that is the number one way that I try to make sure that I am staying on top of my self-help, self-love, habit stacking. Being patient with yourself throughout this journey is extremely important. You're gonna fuck up. You're not gonna get it right away, and that's okay. That is okay. You have to love yourself through the fuck ups. You have to love yourself through the change. You have to give yourself grace. Like, yes, like, this is very serious. You want to make sure that you're loving yourself properly. You want to get this done. You want to make sure that it's happening fast. But like, it's not going to happen fast. I'm just telling you right now. It's a journey. It is a work in progress. And every time that you mess up, you have to give yourself grace, learn from that situation, and just do better next time. Okay? Do better next time. That's literally the best way to look at it. Because if you keep beating yourself up about the mistakes that you make, then eventually you're just going to be like, what's to it? Why am I doing this? And you don't want to get to that point. Lastly, like I said, do it in a community. Having a support system is the best way that you can go about any type of journey. Maybe being in the risk taker community here on YouTube will help you. Or if you need to find yourself another community, that will help you. Do it, and I promise you, you will not regret it, okay? Everyone's self-love and self-love journey is completely different. This is just a blueprint of what I'm doing. You can add, subtract, make it work for you. Like, this is your life, this is your journey, and you are the author of your own story. So let's get to writing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Literally, if I resonated with one person, I would be so freaking happy. Literally one person. I'll know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm knowing that I'm living in my purpose. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. Risky Gang. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you are new here, come and join the Risky Gang, Risky channel. And if you like more videos like this, leave me a comment. Let me know what was your favorite part of this video and what other things that you would want to see from me. Period. Love you guys so much. I'll see y'all in the next video.